So we're back with the part 2 of the video. If I show you how to create a wig or color a wig, I'm definitely going to show you how to apply your wig, okay? So, well, how I apply my wig. So this hair is from Beauty Forever. If you didn't see the first video of how I got this color, I'll leave it down below in the description box, in the iCard, and at the end of this video. So let's apply her. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to fit her on my head to see how the placement is, because I didn't do this prior. So you definitely want to do that prior. I'm going to take my Ruby Kisses that I bought from Amazon. Alright, I am in the shade 16 right now. It's like a shade darker. This lace was a little grayish toned, and so I went a little darker. But that's my normal tone that I normally would use. And I just dusted that inside of the lace. And when I have it set where I want it to, I'm going to take that same brush. I'm not going to add any extra product on my brush. And this is a Real Techniques brush. And I'm going to just put the residuals on top of the lace, just so it could blend in a little better. You know how you're in like the mood and you just don't notice that you're doing something? So I forgot that I was chewing gum, and so excuse me, I will never do this again. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm chewing gum through this entire video. So I'm gonna take my Got To Be glue and my freezing spray. I'm gonna spray not spray, but I'm gonna put a little bit of Got To Be glue and freeze spray on a lash tray that I use, and I'm gonna take my applicator brush and I'm gonna mix it together. So I was on live and I was doing this process because a lot of people were saying that when they tried this process, it was very gooey and it wouldn't stick. Okay, so I'm about to explain it again. So the reason why it's white, it looks white, is because you mixed air into it and you mixed the spray into it. So it's not white, actually. It has air inside of the product now. So when you knead it or beat it or mix it together with the Got To Be spray and the glue, you're mixing air into it and you're mixing the spray into the glue. So it looks white, but it's going to turn clear. Okay, so the key to doing it this way is that you want to put even layers down. I usually do 1 or 2 depending. It just, you know, this way lasts me a while. I could get at least 3 days hold out of my wigs with this method. So you want to just make sure you put down even layers. That's the reason why I like to use the brush, because I can spread it out really good, really thinly. And then after it's spread out, I like to go in with my freeze spray. I like to spray the area that I already applied the gel freeze spray mixture, and I like to go back in and spread out the spray with the brush, and then I'll apply my lace, blow dry it down on warm, and then when I feel like it's getting dried all the way down, I'm gonna switch it to cool, so I can just make sure that there's no wet spots left on my head. Okay, so that's just a way that I could just check to see if it's wet, because once you're blow drying your hair on warm and you switch it to cool, you're gonna feel if there's any wet spots left. So I'm gonna just do this for the entire portion of my head. I like to work in sections when doing this because this is Got To Be glue. It doesn't stick like as soon as you lay it down, so it does have the tendency to move. So you just want to work in sections, make sure it's dried down instead of doing your whole hairline at one time. So I'm going to just take some scissors. I'm going to cut slits into the lace. And after I cut slits, I'm going to take my eyebrow razors. I got all of my supplies from Amazon. I love Amazon because I get everything the next day. So if you're interested in everything I'm using, just check the description box. I will list everything down there. Okay. And so I'm going to just go ahead and just cut off the excessive lace. When I got around my ears, I just used my scissors to cut off the excessive lace around my ears, and then I just used the scissors just to cut off the remainder lace, and I cut it off in a zigzag motion when it was laying on my forehead, so it wouldn't look blunt. It'll look like it will blend in a little bit better. I like doing got to be glue method. I wasn't a fan at first, but I turned into a fan because using lace glue could be a headache, especially removing your wigs as much as I do, changing your wigs as much as I do. Like it just becomes a nuisance. So I like to use the got to be method because all I have to do is just wet it and it'll slide it right on off. But if you're a sweater, this is not the product for you. Go ahead and use that glue, friend, because I'm sorry, she'll slide off your head. So I'm gonna pull up my hair, get it out the way, and I'm gonna take my freeze spray and spray down my hairline. I do this just to secure my hairline down and to make sure that there's no areas on my lace that's still lifting up. And you want to take anything, a scarf, this is an elastic band, a paper wrap, anything to lay your edges down and let it dry down for about 10 minutes. And once it's dried down, it'll just be dry and plastered to your head and looking all good. I do want to say though, I do miss using glue. I think I'm gonna use glue for my next install because glue gives you a different melty look. Okay, got to be glue is cool, but the glue, it just gives you just a different effortless look. And I be loving the glue, I just don't like the cleanup and removing it. So yeah, but this is my hair. I was really feeling it. It was giving me Beyonce vibes. Like if this was longer, I would have turned on a fan and I would have had my hair blowing in the wind. I'm telling you, this is bomb. And if you do decide to do this color on your hair, make sure you deep condition because you put your hair through a lot. If you want to see how I got my hair like this, just stay tuned to the end of this video where you can click the next video and it'll take you right to my color job. Okay, if you guys have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I will be down there answering them. And like I said before, everything that I use in this video will be in the description box. And until next time, bye best friends.